Hey everyone, wanted to do a quick review of the Light 2 phone. I've been using it for about 5 months now. Have absolutely loved it. But yeah, I figured just want to include my input, the things I don't like about it, the things I like about it, and how I feel if you do plan on getting one, what's the best way to utilize it. Um, so the first question I wanted to answer, which was might be in a lot of people's mind watching this, is should you buy it? Well, if you're like 99% of people here, especially in America, that are addicted to their phone, um, this phone is probably going to end up in the junk drawer. Being realistic, um, the way I've been able to use it is, to be honest, is so I don't use this as my only phone. It's my main phone with my main phone number, but I still have a smartphone with a separate phone line, which might seem counterintuitive, but um, honestly, in this day and age, if you want to be a functioning member of society and have a job, and you're unfortunately you're working, you're not wealthy, and people waiting on you, you have to wait on other people. You need a smartphone. There's no way around it. You're gonna lose jobs, you're gonna lose people, and it just life is gonna be tough. I mean, just from the navigation, there's a navigation feature on this phone, but it's a waste of time. Don't even. I'm not even gonna attempt to do it. But um, the way I have used it is so I have my smartphone, but that I have as the backbone. I never need to do any smartphone features or navigation, but this has given me the ability to leave that phone in the car and just have that as a secondary phone. I, yeah, like I said, I keep it in my phone or I keep it on my desk, or when it's on me, I might just turn it off, but I'm not so dependent anymore. So I'm able to do like the main intention of having this phone is disconnect. So I love the ability that I can don't have to be so glued to that phone and still be in contact with the people that I want to be remain in contact with. So like the main people I want to be always be able to remain in contact with, my friends and family and everyone who needs to be able to contact me, they're saved on this phone. Everyone else, they're on the secondary phone. Everyone, my friends and family have both phone numbers, but this is the main phone. And I think that's the best way to do it, because if I just went and just used only this phone, I would have gotten frustrated and would have just gone back and given up on this phone way in the beginning. So I feel like anyone looking to jump to this phone, I feel that that's really the more practical way to do it. So anyway, going into the actual phone itself, things I don't really like about it. Um, so off the bat, the battery was kind of disappointing. You would expect with a phone that does so little. I mean, just call and text and has a Etch a Sketch screen. The battery's not that great. I mean, it's not terrible. Um, I've just even with my smartphone, I always just had chargers on my car and chargers in my office or anywhere. So I always had a charger. So it hasn't been a huge issue. But like if you don't have this thing on the charger of the night, don't be surprised when you wake up in the morning and the phone's dead or it just has 10% battery left. So yeah. Um, Second thing, it's a little bit glitchy. To be honest, I mean it's not a big deal. Like you'll see, like it kind of does. Here, I just pressed it. It kind of, I don't know. It's a little bit flickery. It's not that big of a deal, but it's not the most responsive. But I think given the screen technology, it's not really. How can you compare it to a smartphone screen? A couple little things. I mean, the call quality is pretty good. It's not terrible. Texting is not that great. I mean, again, that's not really what you're buying it for. It's very tedious. You can't really text and drive with this. You really shouldn't be texting and drive anywhere. So this might be a good thing or a positive for it. But yeah, when you text on this, you have to stop and slow down and be like, yes, how are you? Yes, I'm over here. You can't, it's not fast at all. One little thing, a gripe, it's like a little small detail that I maybe I'll send an email to Lightphone that they could try to, correct. But so when you're talking and you're in a text, so commonly you'll be texting and calling. Like here's a chat box. If you see there, you have a text message button. You press the text message button. Okay, I want to send a message. When you press send, and it goes, well, I didn't send a message, but when you press send, it'll glitch, and the phone call button is now in that same spot. So what happens a lot when I'm using it, I'm trying to go fast, is I'll send a text message, and then I call the person by accident. Commonly, I do it all the time. Um, Things I do. As far as things I don't like, I think that's about it. You know, the things I love about it is just how basic and simple it is. I just this phone has again been such a godsend. Used properly, it's the best tool ever. I love being able to leave my smartphone, and I love just the simplicity of this. It just and also it's a really it's a cool little conversation piece too. You know, a lot of people whenever show them, there's like they've either never seen it before, they think it's a cool little gadget. I like that I got the light gray one. I think that was cool. The black one looks cool too, but I think the light gray has a nice, I don't know, really cool look to it. Um, but yeah, if you're on the market and looking to get it, I think maybe give it a try. It's not it's I think $300 something. You know, not the end of the world if you don't like it. It does take a little while. I think it like took me like over a month to get it. I was on a waiting list. Um, but then when I got it, I loved it. You know, and oh yeah, one thing you're gonna notice if you get this in the mail, it doesn't do it justice. When you're gonna pull this out of the box for the first time, you're gonna be like, "Damn, this is a small phone." I didn't realize how small it is until you get it and you hold it in your hand. It's a small phone. It's not too small, but it does feel a little bit like a Happy Meal toy. Um, Let me think what else. I would say maybe stick with getting the. So you have different options for a phone service, but you're probably best. I just stuck with the light phone service. I think that's the easiest way to do it. I tried to do Verizon, but they couldn't do it for whatever reason. I had the guys stumped. These Verizon guys, they wanted to sign me up. They wanted me to take, or they wanted to take my money, but it was a weird thing. Like they wanted to get my other smartphone on their service or something other, but they could not get this phone on the Verizon service. So I think the best way to do is just do the Verizon or the light phone service. They have unlimited talk and text, and then in the hotspot does come in handy a lot. Um, I think they say $30, but all taxes and fees, you're talking like it's like $40 a month. But I mean, again, it's worth it for me. I really love it, and if you're looking on the market, I think give it a try. But yeah, all right, guys.